Team Beachbody sucks. Why would somebody start such a thing, right? I guess you're wondering, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to tell you my story with Team Beachbody. I did the Team Beachbody coaching thing for 3 years, and it suddenly has just come to an end. I'm going to tell you right now, I actually shot this video a couple weeks ago, and I'm redoing it. I did it when they initially let me go. I was very, very angry at the time, and but I decided, I put that aside before I just went out there and put that out there. I wanted to make sure that, cooler heads prevailed. And so that's where I am today. I'm ready to share with all of you my experience with Team Beachbody and why I think it sucks. And this isn't for anyone else's perspective. This is my own perspective. I have plenty of my own reasons why I think they suck, and I want to let you guys know. Before you go through what I did, maybe I can keep some of you, if you are involved in it, from making any of the mistakes that I did. And if you are thinking about getting involved in it, you'll at least be pretty well informed before you go down that road. So first off, let me just give you a little proof that I am who I say I am. All right, I started out with Beachbody way back in the day, in the beginning, 3 years ago, when they were the $1 Million Body Club. There's that's my old emerald pin. And then eventually they changed to Team Beachbody, and we went to these little round pins. Here's my ruby pin. And the main rank that most people that are involved in this really want to reach is Diamond Coach. And as you can see, here's my coveted Diamond Beachbody Coach pin. So, like I said, I don't have any problems with Beachbody's products. I want to be very clear about that. Okay, they were very good to me. The products, they work. This was me at over 200 pounds. I lost over 30 pounds using P90X. All right, you can see I had great results using their products. It's one of the reasons why I became a coach. And I worked with my coach who helped me out when I got involved in this, and it was a wonderful thing in the beginning. Basically, in the beginning, it was you get two people, you sign up to be a coach, and they share their customers with you. Beachbody, this is, who does tons of advertising on TV. I think the number they put out there is around $80 million they spend in TV advertising. They claim to bring in around 30,000 or so customers a month from that TV advertising, and if you become one of those Emerald coaches, they share those customers with you. So, I was excited. I had great results. I wanted to help other people, and that was what this business opportunity was all about when I first started. It was basically, you get two people, we're going to share customers with you. Your job is to help those customers. That was the focus, helping people achieve results, like you said, like I did. That was your goal. Was I excited about that? Yeah. I really wanted to help people. And you can ask my coach, who I started with. I was so psyched up when I first started. I just wanted to help people. And, you come into this thing with great intentions. So, the first year I went to California, they had a coach summit. There was like 500 people there. And I showed up, and I got to meet Tony Horton and Shailene Johnson and Shaun T and all the different, Beachbody celebrities. And I'm sitting there in the audience, and they start talking about what year 2 is going to be about. And here's where things kind of went bad for me. I'm sitting there in the audience, and all of a sudden they start talking about year 2, and it was no longer, they used to say U+2. U+2, that's what you got to do. U+2, and then you're going to get customers, and and you'll build a business from there, and it'll be yours. It's a long-term business. They're going to be your customers for life. And they buy things in the future, and they get on, different continuity programs. You're going to keep making money from those customers. Well, year 2 comes along, and now all of a sudden they change it to everybody gets one. And here's where I started to see some chinks in the armor and things that I didn't like. I was real excited when I went into this in the beginning. Was basically like, I didn't want to sell my neighbors, my friends, my family. I wanted to work with customers, and like if Beachbody was willing to give them to me that was great. I could email them, talk to them, call them on the phone, whatever. My focus was helping customers, and if I could get them the results that I got, then hey, they might want to be inspired and do like I did, and help other people too, which is all very noble. Well, all of a sudden year 2 comes along, focus changes. They call it Everybody Gets One, and it's all of a sudden it became about bringing in coaches and bringing in as many coaches as you could. Well, I have some decent business knowledge. I only from like investing and stuff like that. I'm actually a police officer by trade, but of course my first concern was we're going to grow the business side faster than the customers that we have. So here's this great thing that I got involved in, which in the beginning, literally, if you joined up in about 4 months, you were breaking even or making money. And that's pretty much what happened for me. Now, all of a sudden, I hear this like shift, this change, and some of the people in the company were moving around, and some of the top people, a couple even left, and some new people came in. And what I saw happening from my perspective, I saw an influx of what I like to call professional MLM people, professional multi-level marketers. Quite honestly, guys, I didn't have a clue about multi-level marketing, about online businesses, online marketing at all. Prior to Beachbody, I used my computer to search for things, to play games, and to email friends and family and stuff like that. I never used it as a business, and it never had dawned on me. So I get into this thing, and next thing I know, it's like all of a sudden they're shifting our focus. You got to get coaches. You got to get coaches. Well, I see people coming in now. I had a decent amount of customers at this point, and a couple of them I had some very good relationships who I was working with and really helping, and some of them got some great results. And we would have what was called a top coach contest, all right? And this was one of the first things that really irritated me. Some of these new people came in, and you could tell like right away something wasn't right. They were what I call these professional MLM people, and some of them come in, and all of a sudden like you'd see these guys go from like nothing to 2-3-star diamond coach, our highest ranks. They'd bring in 20, 30, 40 coaches in like a matter of weeks or a month. And literally, like, I worked with some of my people for like, close to a year before I ever even talked to them about becoming a coach, because a lot of them were just looking for results. And then when they got results, they got excited and thought about coaching. But, I'd never like approached this from going out and trying to get people involved in the business. My focus was always to help people, and I thought that's what it was about. Now all of a sudden it shifted, and here's everybody running and like trying to bring in as many coaches as they possibly can. So we have this top coach contest, and I remember being so irritated. I see some of these people getting named top coach, and I knew how many customers I had at that point, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, why are we calling this person a top coach? We should be calling them a top recruiter, because they're not coaching anybody. They couldn't have that many customers. They've been in, some of them you can see, like they literally would have been, they joined the company 2 months ago. All of a sudden they're a 2-star diamond coach. They have 25 other coaches under them, but at the time we were maybe getting 2 or 3 customers a week. In a matter of 8 weeks, what did they have? Maybe 20 customers or so. I had close to 100 customers before my first customer even contacted me for help. So I knew, because I knew how it worked, the title to me didn't fit. I'm thinking like top coach should be your customers write in and go, this person really helped me out, worked really hard with me, and here's the results I got. And they coached me and they were there as a support for me. That should be a top coach. And here we're giving these people money and prizes and trips and all kinds of stuff. And really, what were they? They were top recruiters. They weren't coaching. Most of them weren't even coaching anybody. The other thing that's really skewed towards is the founders, okay? The 41 people that started this thing had huge customer bases. Well, I mean, it's quite simply, look at it this way. You're dealing a deck of cards, right? A 30,000 stack of cards. Because that's how many customers they bring in a month. Well, when you start out with 41 people and you're dealing out 30,000 people a month, those people right there are getting a